friend of mine was in a panic when he got a letter from his rental company saying that his rent will be going up 8.22% at the end of his lease, which is in September. In the letter, it said that he had 20 days to notify them and, this and that. He took it as he had 20 days to renew his lease or vacate the rental. And he was just, tripping out. After talking to him about it, just to calm him down, that he had until September to renew his lease, which would put his rent at $3,450. I was like, holy crap, that's, you basically can afford a mortgage. He wants to start working towards building his credit and get ready to buy a house. So he's gonna stay in this rental for one more year and build his credit to get him where he needs to be. He was like, oh man, I can't do it, it's so hard. Yeah, I know it's gonna be hard, but you have this year and next year, end of next year, September, to get your credit right, get your financials where you needs to be to qualify for a place. He was just like, oh, I don't know, man. I was like, yeah, I know it's gonna suck. No more car parts and this and that. You have to look ahead for the long haul, what is worth more, sacrifice short-term happiness. And he was like, yeah, the bank's gonna have to look, and you can't spend this, you can't spend that. I said, yeah, you can't. In order to be where you want to be, you have to make those sacrifices. And don't panic like, oh, I can't do it. I said, you have 2 years. That's a long enough window. Then I suggested go to your bank and ask if there's a program that they have for you to get you prepared for the next step that you want to take. Don't be scared to explain to people your situation that they might be able to help you with. And he was like, oh, about my credit. I said, yes, your credit is not the best, but you can work it to bring it up. And yes, you have debt, but you also show that in the years that you've been in that rental place, you've been paying it consistently. You've been behind here and there, but for the most part, the years you've been there, you've been consistent. That's a plus on your side. All your bills are paid. They're going to look at all your statements and, where money is going. Yes, everybody's the same. We spend money, going out, doing this and that, buying stuff that makes us happy. But we still need to sacrifice in order to get somewhere. For instance, when my wife and I got this house, everybody's, oh, congratulations, on the house. Congratulations on the purchase. Yeah, it was cool when we signed the final papers and we got into the house. Nobody saw the 2 years before, the 3 years before we got in the house, when we sacrificed, our tax incomes, whatever money we had, we sacrificed and put it towards paying down our debt. I got it down to no debt, which was even like bad debt because you need credit. I had to get a credit card and build my credit up to where it needs to be, but it worked out in the long run. Nobody's going to see the hard work. Everybody's going to see you when you're at that spot. And they're like, oh, damn, it must be good. Yeah, it must be good, but you didn't see the sacrifice. You didn't see the hustle, you had to go through. He's a lot better now. He's not stressed about it. He's just going to have to, do the hard work. All good things don't come easy. If it's easy, it's not worth having. Just food for thought. In order to get somewhere, you really want to be, it's going to take a long time preparing. Success is when opportunity meets preparation. So prepare yourself for whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, to the place where you want to get to, and, sacrifice. To the next one, easy.